Well, the tradition of poetry in Islam, it goes all the way back to the beginning, that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself had poets among his close companions, and they were part of the ideological campaign of spreading Islam. And then beyond that, that every place that Islam spread in the world, the language of that place was raised up, and that was most obvious among the poets. So Persian poetry, Farsi poetry was raised up, Urdu poetry, and so anywhere you find in the Muslim world, poetry is a primary art form. As Islam spread to my people here in the United States, Black American people, that our griot tradition and the tradition that we had before Islam, whether it was the last poets of the Black Arts Movement, Mary Baraka, Gil Scott-Heron, and I find myself in that lineage. Yeah, the creative process in the bounds of Islam for me, and to remain ethical for me, has less to do with my art itself and more to do with the condition of my heart. So what's really required is, for myself, the thing that's most important when I'm creating art is to be sincere. Sometimes the sincerity is beautiful because I'm expressing something that's very beautiful in myself, and sometimes that it's not beautiful, but I have to be sincere, and that's the artist's primary job. And that's the only way to create effective art. So I don't say, I have this something ugly in me and I want to let it out, but instead, because I'm Muslim, I'm going to hold back. Rather, I express it, but I just express it with the lens of Islam. And again, it's not just the lens of Islam, like let me Islamify this issue or this poem. It's just that, for example, if the issue is some sort of lust or some sort of greed or some sort of envy, I write a poem about lust or greed or envy. It's not the celebration of lust, greed, and envy, but that is there and that's present in the human condition and it's present in myself. So part of the job of the artist in the community life is to express what is in him or herself, by extension expressing what's in ourselves. So if I write a poem about me being greedy or me being fearful, or me being a coward, or me being whatever it is, it's there and I express it, and also indicating that these are weaknesses, instead of just saying, which I think is a big problem with Muslim art in America, is that people cut off part of themselves and then it just feels contrived. It's like this is like a commercial where you're selling Islam, but it doesn't feel like I'm engaging with a real person. You've kind of created this persona that you want to present, but in the field of art, that's almost insulting to the audience. I'm not trying to represent like Muslim art or Muslim hip hop, bringing Muslim hip hop to the forefront. I'm not interested in that. My interest is creating pure art, and that is facilitated by the condition of my heart, and my heart is conditioned by Islam. The way for myself with expressing love for our Prophet or any other virtue in Islam, I don't like going saying I'm going to write a poem. In general, I don't approach it that way. I just fill my heart up with what I want to see in my poem. So if I want to see the Prophet in my poem, then I fill my heart up with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If I want to express love for him, then I fill my heart up with love. And then when I open the door, when I turn on the faucet of my heart to get the creativity, that's what's there. I can't like contrive it. Again, it'll sound corny and dry and and not effective. It doesn't affect the heart. So my job is to fill my heart up with what I want to see. So again, it goes to the condition of my heart.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Alhamdulillah.